How often should you be training? Whether you're a beginner or a veteran, everyone wants to know if they're doing enough in the gym, or if they're doing too much. Some people say you should be training every single day, others that you should be taking a minimalist approach and spend the least amount of the time in the gym possible. Well, which is it? Over the past few years, I've experimented with various training splits and schedules, from every day down to once every 4 days. Today I'm going to share with you what I've learned along the way. What you're seeing right now is my training footage from today. I'm training twice a week right now, focusing on compound movements. Today it's vertical pulling and pushing. I'm using a high intensity style, doing one set, two, or beyond failure. I think this system is dope, but as I'll explain, just because it's good for me doesn't mean it's going to be the best for you. You may notice that my left arm is quite shaky compared to my right one, and that's because I'm recovering from a bad wrist. So if you spend any time on the fitness internet, you're going to hear recommendations for different training styles. Some people swear by high volume, trying to train every single day. Others favor a more high intensity approach, lifting only once you feel fully recovered, up to a week later. It can be really confusing because you hear loads of conflicting information. And when this is the case, there are two observations that I think that can really help. The truth is that nothing is the best. There is no best training frequency. People have success training every single day. People have success training once a week, but very intensely. People have success greasing the groove, where they avoid working out very hard, but they just do high volume push and pull work. There are 2-day, 3-day, 6-day splits that are all very effective, and any one of these works a lot better than a frequency of 0. So skip the dogma here. They all have pros and cons, and the art of programming is in testing and finding a frequency that gives you progress, recovery, and fits your schedule. The best answer right now might change for you over time. You might find better results with something else later. So stay curious, be self-aware, and make sure to auto-regulate. This is the hidden art of fitness training. If you're having trouble deciding, just choose whatever appeals to you the most right now and get started. Second, the individual differences in humans, their genetics, their training history, and lifestyle probably make a bigger difference than what experts or scientific studies find to be the best. So what one expert says to be the absolute best will undoubtedly have a huge amount of assumptions around it, which may or may not pertain to you. So choose a strategy that you're prepared to handle. Realize that change is hard, mentally and physically. It's very difficult to go from lifting 0 times a week to 6. So if that's you, maybe just start with 1 or 2 times a week until your body adapts. Change is hard mentally. Training too frequently can feel very daunting at first, especially before you've given yourself a chance to fall in love with the activity. But if you're training only once a week, it can be quite hard to establish a habit and keep momentum going once you've started. Change is hard physically. Drastic increases or decreases in training volume will feel like a shock to the system. So I'd recommend only changing by 1 or 2 sessions per week. So if you wanted to do a 6-day push-pull leg split, I'd give yourself 6 weeks to ramp up from 1 to 6 sessions per week. 5 years from now, you're not going to notice if the beginning couple weeks were a little bit too easy. So in summary, any training frequency works. Every single one. 7 days a week of manual labor, to a 4 times a week bro split, to once a week minimal high intensity full body. All of these can be very effective training schedules as long as your next workout is always harder than the last one. So if you're just getting started, it's important to choose a schedule that fits with your personal life schedule and that won't be so daunting that you can't keep up with it. Training anything for 1 month or for 3 months is completely insignificant when viewed in the context of your whole life. Training schedules need to apply consistently for years. This is a long-term game we're in, and if you're thinking short-term, you're not going to get far. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and stick around for the next one.